All right, so here's our schedule for today, Friday, September 8th, 2023. Your objective. This is what you should be trying to do in class. Describe how enzymes speed up chemical reactions in a virtual lab. So you're going to do a virtual lab today. We will have a real enzyme lab that we'll do in the back either next week or more likely the week after. All right, so you're gonna finish the Nearpod lesson that we started on Wednesday, Nearpod on enzymes. And then you're going to start the McGraw-Hill Virtual Lab enzyme controlled reactions. And we moved our mini quiz to next week. All right, so on Google Classroom, you're going to find this worksheet right here. Now, make sure you put your name on the top and your partner's names. You can have up to two partners. So if there's 3 people in your group, you can all do this together. If there's 4 people in your group, do not put 4 names up here. There's not enough work to do on this assignment for 4 people to spread it out. It's not enough work. All right, so 3's fine. Two's good, and if you want to do it by yourself, that's fine as well. All right, so this is on Google Classroom. So the first little section right here, you're going to click this little YouTube video. It's going to be a 4.5-minute video, and if you actually watch it, it will give you all these answers. And if you can't find it in the video, just leave that one blank. We'll do it next week. For the second part, your directions right here. Go to McGraw-Hill Learning on your computer and select the Virtual Investigation Enzyme Controlled Reactions. So remember, to get to McGraw-Hill, you go to Google, click these little 9 dots up here, go down until you see this McGraw-Hill little circle right here. Click on that. It's going to take you here. Now, hopefully these are gone because I tried to delete these because we already did that. So don't click that. Don't click that. Don't click that. Click this one right here. Virtual Investigation Enzyme Controlled Reactions. Click that. It's going to take you to this little virtual lab right here. So you can click this little TV, this little video. Might give years since I've done this. All right, but that's good information. And then you do little virtual experiments in this lab. So maybe one you can. So the temperature always stays 37 degrees Celsius. That's a controlled variable. You can't change that, but you can change the pH. So maybe you're going to investigate how the enzyme works. There's enzyme already in this test tubes, and there's the same amount of enzyme in each test tube. But we got different amounts of substrate down here, and we also can change the pH. So maybe let's go acidic. Let's put a pH of 3. That's an acid. And this one's less acidic, pH of 5. We'll keep this one at 7. That's neutral. That's not an acid. It's not a base. It's neutral. Well, then we'll start making them basic over here. Alkaline means the same thing as basic. We'll make this pH of 9. That's a base. Anything over 7 is a base. And we'll make this even more basic, pH of 11. And then we'll put the same amount of substrate. That's a controlled variable. So if I'm going to change the pH, I cannot change the amount of substrate. This has got to keep the same. But just follow the directions. So I'm going to put 2 in each. 2 grams of substrate in each. It might ask you to do this on the virtual lab. Boom. And then the colors do tell you something, but to really get your data, click the computer screen right here. All right, so pH of 3 in test tube number 1, we made 82 molecules of product at pH of 3. So it didn't work that good. At pH of 5, it worked better. It made 168 molecules of product. In test tube 3 at pH 7, it made 300, so it worked the best. It worked the best when the pH was neutral. And then when it started going basic, it didn't work as good again. Because in test tube 4, it only made 189 grams of product, or molecules of product. And in test tube 5, pH of 11 only made 103. So it worked the best in test tube 3 at a pH of 7. And then you can also hit reset. Maybe the next time you test, keep the pH the same, but let's change the amount of substrate. Let's put 0.5 in there. Let's put a little bit more in here, 1 gram, 2 grams in here, doubling it to 4, doubling it to 8. All right, let's see what happens here. All right. Test tube number 1 that only had zero point 0.5 grams. It made 72 molecules of product. So it worked the best when you put 4 grams in, and then when you put in 8, it didn't make a difference. So it kept going up until you got to 4 grams, and then going from 4 to 8 did not make a difference. So it looked like in that amount of time, there wasn't enough enzyme in that test tube to make a reaction any faster than when there's 4 grams of substrate. So you're just going to follow the directions on the worksheet, do the best you can. Remember, hit the TV for the video, keep hitting the computer to get your data, and do the best you can, and we'll take a look at it next week.